Hello everybody, it is me, CEO of Critical Strike Wukong. This will be an informative video about how you play this pick. This build trades the tankiness from the Bruiser build for a significant increase in your DPS. It has much better scaling in my opinion, but you do have to change your playstyle to that of an assassin. So basically how you would play old lethality Wukong back in the day. As with any jungler, you kinda just wanna AFK farm your camps and then look for plays afterwards. Here I see the enemy bot lane overextended and pretty low, so I go in for a kill. Doesn't exactly pan out on this occasion, but this is what you want to be doing as a jungler. Here I find the Skarner and I go in on him and I'm dead. Troll pick Anivia support, unlucky. But you know, we're not going to get hung up on how awful our team is, we're just going to focus on our own gameplay. I'm going to buy my double longsword, building towards Trinity. Because you don't actually want to start out with crit. That's going to hurt your hold on, let me get some pings in. That's actually going to hurt your damage a lot in the long run. So you want to start out with your Trinity Force. Now the reason I was able to get that top Scuttle Crab for free is because I saw Skarner overstaying his tempo bot. You really want to be aware of where everyone is on the map at all times. It's the most important thing when you're playing this role. Knowing everyone's location means you know when you can go for a play. Lesson learned, we're not going to play for our dipshit bot lane, we're going to recall after our full clear. Once again, I noticed the Skarner overstaying his tempo bot, so what do? I run into his topside jungle. Not only does this allow me to look for an invade on his camps, but I'm also able to hover my mid and top in case a play presents itself. Which it does. Now, even after that horrendous play bot, I'm actually much stronger than the Skarner because he's been wasting so much of his tempo bot lane. As you can see, I'm actually up a level on him, which allows me to kill him pretty easily. Now, not only has he wasted a ton of tempo bot, but I also just killed him, which means he's going to lose even more tempo. So he's pretty much out of the game while I continue to farm my camps and get stronger. As you can see, the moment my full clear is done, what do? I start channeling my recall. At this point, Skarner has also probably reset, which means he's probably going to be looking for a play topside. I noticed that my Ornn is very low HP, so reasonably I can expect that he's going to try to dive him. Seeing as my ultimate is coming back up, I can go try to match it. Unfortunately though, their support ends up being there too, so they kill him very quickly and I don't have a chance to help. Instead, I ping my mid laner to come help me with the Scuttle Crab, which we can fight easily since my ultimate is back up. Fortunately, they don't even try to contest it, so I just get it for free. Now at this point, all my camps are down, so I have tempo to use on a play. My top laner just died, so naturally I look mid. The lock is pretty low, so we can go for a dive on him. Unfortunately, his W turns him into Sonic the Hedgehog, so he's able to run out. At this point, my camps are coming back up, so I have to go clear them. Now, I know the Skarner is bot side, and because the enemy bot lane has prio, I can expect that he's gonna go for the dragon. This means he'll be occupied for a while, which gives me an opportunity to go into his jungle and steal his camps. Although dragons are great for scaling, he's actually giving up a lot in the short term for this play. Losing the gold and XP from these camps can genuinely turn a team fight. What does this mean for us? Well, it means we want to look for a fight while we're stronger than him. I continue clearing down until I'm done with all my camps. Again, not going to do anything fancy. 90% of the time you're just going to be AFK farming on this role. And again, once you're done with your clear, now is the time to look for a play. And the Griefer bot lane strikes again. Believe it or not though, once I get my Trinity Force and a pickaxe building into my Cyclo Sword, I'm actually very strong and I still want to be looking for fights. But again, you don't want to be forcing plays, you just want to go for them when they present themselves. So what do? I just go back into my full clear. And don't you worry, because they will present themselves. Literally. So anyways, now we want to build into our Cyclo Sword. This item is a variation of the classic crit build. Cyclo Sword itself actually doesn't give any crit, but it does give you a huge burst of lethality. This means you're delaying your crit power spike, but you get an immediate huge boost of damage, which in my opinion is worth it for snowballing. This build allows you to get your crit power spikes from items 3 and onward. And once you do get your crit items, you're going to be much stronger than a pure crit build. It's always better to get lethality before crit items. You're going to do significantly more damage than if you just go straight crit. Now that we have our Cyclo Sword, we really want to look for fights. This is one of your strongest points in the entire match. Although I see the Skarner here, I fully expect him to back off because this is pretty troll by him, so I just go for the crab. I do notice them committing to the fight, however, so I make my way over there. Just one-shot this guy real quick. Follow the Azir. He just used his gap closer so I can go on him pretty easily. Uses his ult, I just flash after him and... too little too late, buddy. Bonk. Now we're finally gonna get some crit in our build. And this is where building Trinity Force and building Cyclo Sword are finally gonna pay off. As you can see, I don't even do half my combo on this guy and I get 70% of his HP. So our damage is already starting to explode. But it's gonna get even wonkier now that we've finished our collector. This Lock tries to ambush me, so I just kill him in one hit. W Varus. Even though we have a 1-9 ADC, this game is actually a completely free win for us. I'm much stronger than Skarner, and my mid laner, because I helped her get ahead, is much stronger than the Lock. And because Wukong is so strong at this stage of the game, we can pretty much just stomp every team fight. Now after your collector, you want to build into LDR. This is going to give you more crit, as well as the ability to one-shot tanks. Now, unfortunately, we did win this game pretty convincingly. So the game ended too quick and I wasn't able to finish my LDR or build Infinity Edge last item. But as you can see, even without them, the damage is pretty insane. I try to ping my Goomba team to leave the Nexus so I can get more items. But unfortunately, they don't listen to me and we just end the game. As you could imagine, once you do finish LDR and Infinity Edge, your damage goes up pretty exponentially. This game was in 600 LP Masters, so it's definitely viable in high-elo. And I do urge any Wukong players to try it if they haven't already. Thank you for watching and peace out.